You'll regret not knowing the most repulsive secret Mendeecees has ever tried to hide if you scroll through this. It's because last night, a phone recorded everything behind a closed toilet door. Erica's voice was shaking, but it was clear that I was telling him, "You can lie to Yandy, but not to me. I have the proof, and tonight the world will see who he really is." One spilled. She wasn't bluffing. Despite a DNA test, a burner phone confession, and a cash transfer so shady that even his closest boy declared, "Bro, you're cooked," Yandy remained compliant and untarnished. He made me look like a fool. Yandy just smashed a family photo frame and whispered to a friend, "Keep watching, because after you hear, the voice note that follows explains why Mendeecees is done, why Erica is laughing all the way to the bank, and why Yandy will permanently ruin him. Such betrayal is short-lived." Tonight proves you were wrong if you thought Mendeecees Harris was clever enough to conceal all of his secrets. Buried, and all of the dark secrets are revealed. Because as soon as Erica Mina decided she was done with questionable Instagram captions and ready to ruin his perfect image, things went apart faster than his loyal husband routine could have ever predicted. Hold on tight. The street rumors started when a dead burner phone was found hidden behind receipts in Mendeecees' old black car's glove compartment. Erica wasn't even the first. Without a charger, Escalade seemed useless, but treason was exposed when one of his old boys plugged it in at a barbershop in the backstage. Dozens of voices were heard. A 2-year-old voice note has a different impact than notes that feature Mendeecees begging, threatening, and boasting, "Don't say anything, Yandy. I lose everything if she breaks." The same clip was circulated online the next morning by fan pages, reenacted word by word with dramatic facial expressions for viewers, and replayed by TikTok detectives. Erica, who first showed up on Instagram, live with messy hair, no makeup, and a composed voice full of hate, broke the calm. "I never lied to the world as he did, if you want to call me messy." The Harris residence turned into a graveyard overnight, and neighbors said Yandy's mother showed up at around 2 in the morning, in pajamas, and stayed a blurry picture of Yandy, sitting alone on the porch with a framed family image in her lap and not sobbing, was taken by a neighbor who frequently peered through the blinds until daybreak, just looking. And to be honest, the silence hurt more than the tears. A shaky, unnamed phone recording of Mendeecees pacing around a studio corner on the second leak then surfaced. The phone spoke quietly, but she would ruin him instead. "Yeah, the test is back. It's mine. But relax. Erica knows better than to blow this up because she'd ruin herself too." I knew I was holding receipts you couldn't handle, so I chuckled when Erica shared her infamous teaser post about lunchtime. A blurry picture of a DNA lab appeared beneath that. In less than 10 minutes, followers zoomed in and examined every pixel on Twitter after taking screenshots of an envelope with a partially visible logo. "Is it Yandy's cousin's baby?" With the camera far too close, he filmed Instagram Live while holding a rattling Civic cigarette between his fingers. "You people named him Father of the Year even though he had no filter and fueled the flames." My relative he was acting as a stepmother while he was out here paying off side women and baby moms. I have it, Erica has it, and I guarantee that everyone will go watch it tonight if you want real tea. Group chats went crazy. There were a lot of WhatsApp chats with screenshots of saved contacts using fake identities, including long late night messages encouraging me to keep my cool and screenshots of Ice Queen payment transfers. Fans who had too much free time stalked followers and blew up the photos that matched timestamps. How many others were there? And who was she? In the meanwhile, additional Love and Hip Hop cast members, while group texting each other about every rumor they knew of, members visibly grasped their pearls. Months ago, Yandy found an insider's information on a dirty blogger, but he begged before she made an appearance on television like Boo Boo the Fool. He begged him to fix it. Instead, he doubled down, posted pictures of his family, promoted more phony happy stories, and wished Erica would continue to battle. In the meantime, Erica's phone kept ringing, requesting sponsorship from tabloids and podcasts using funds from questionable gossip networks. It seemed that her direct communications were, "A riot has been calling her a homewrecker," and cruel at the same time. But instead of blocking anyone, she posted a 5-second video in which she murmured, "Tonight, you're going to discover the true him." Concern swept through VH1's executive office like a rash after an unfaithful intern entered a questionable group chat and shared old production notes. Scenes from the previous season that deal with the rumored child should not be filmed. Instead, focus on the Mendeecees and Yandy brand narratives, emphasize family unity, and draw attention to one leaked comment in Neon if Erica causes controversy, and redirects it to a competition with Safari, rather than busting males in DC who were meant to be day ones. Overnight, a friend who he had always covered up his mess but finally broke down when he texted Erica directly, stating, "I'm done lying for him. I got old clips. I got receipts. Let's end this." Erica replied with the word bet, with a pixelated watermark. A fresh video showing Mendeecees cracking jokes with a pal surfaced on a suspicious YouTube account by sunset. "Yandy won't give me the checks she needs if she finds out. She never laughs like that, so leave her alone." As his career came to an end, fans bombarded his postings with criticism on his phony portrayal of a family man. "You won where the baby is. Please pray for Yandy Erica." Mama Erwer TikTok. Gossip Hound started making micro-episodes by looking through old footage, much like CSI interns on Coffee. Where was Yandy? Dark, offline, without stories, without quotes reposted, and without even a birthday? A special thanks to her own sister, who kept quiet as others on the streets made fun of her husband and emailed her condolences. When everyone believed there was no way the tea could become any hotter, a unexpected call-in interview at 9 p.m. was hinted to by local Atlanta radio when the phone line cracked live and a woman's voice sounded weak. Who was it? Everybody made a wrong estimate. She is the mysterious woman who remarked in a low voice today, "I didn't want to be part of this circus, but my son deserves truth. Men have deceived you all." The voice on the radio, which Mendeecees had been hiding in, not only rocked the city as half of the fan base sat with their jaws on the ground, but it also exposed every dirty corner he had thought he had buried for good. The other half ran to capture every word before the channel removed the live replay from the internet. At first, she didn't disclose her identity because she didn't have to, but her calm, shuddering admission spoke more than, "I said nothing because he told me he would be there." In response to my question concerning Yandy, he said, "Don't worry. She knows her position, but I'm not raising a child to be someone's secret." Within minutes, Twitter investigators found her Facebook page and a low-resolution family photo of a toddler whose eyes made everyone in the comments section gasp. Meanwhile, back-to-back calls fried the radio station's phone lines, and a number of fans shouted her out for ruining Yandy's moment. Examine this baby's face after copying and pasting that DNA envelope once again. Though Mendeecees was apparently hiding out in a cheap hotel on the outskirts of town and not smiling behind closed doors, others commended her bravery for taking off the mask from Atlanta's most accomplished liar. Erica was 3 steps ahead of him as he paced the carpet, DM'd the mystery, and called all the people who still hired lawyers, an old acquaintance with a PR firm, and a cousin who knew someone at TMZ too late. The lights were down, the phone camera was rolling, and the radio was off when they sat side by side on a creaky salon chair in a friend's hair salon that same evening. "Mother, let's get this done right. I didn't want my son to grow up hearing rumors if he's going to hate his father. Let him hate him for the truth, not lies," the mother stated, her eyes initially averting from the camera. But her voice was forceful. "Every time?" The timing expert leaned closer and waved a large manila folder that looked like lottery-winning receipts. The late-night payments, DNA chain of custody, and baby court requests were all sent to me in vivid color. Thanks to burner apps, you thought this was just a rumor. But I have a whole archive, and some of the videos were shared on Twitter the same hour that Erica holding up covered it up. Images of the mother showing a succession of old texts in which Mendeecees begged her not to break his TV bag. It read, "Don't blindside me. Let me handle Yandy first." She texted back, "Pay for your son or I will." By daybreak, every gossip blog from Atlanta to Los Angeles had the video re-uploaded, edited, and captioned. Before breakfast, everyone was buzzing about Mendeecees' revelation, which had received millions of views. He said nothing and kept the information that Yandy was gone, but her fans had seen her. When your cousin shared an Instagram story of bags in Yandy's foyer and an open laptop with divorce papers blurred out, you didn't have to be Sherlock Holmes to figure out what was happening. Leaked Slack messages that showed the producers organizing damage and reshoots demonstrated the chaotic environment that pervaded the VH1 production offices under the guise of professionalism. The fans demand blood anyhow, so if we can't keep Yandy, we'll adopt Erica's viewpoint and pursue a redemption story. Meanwhile, the brothers of Mendeecees, they started taking care of themselves one by one. They said something flimsy that I can't talk about because it's bros personal. For all the impacted families, I'm praying. In a drunken tirade on Instagram, a former cast member who boasted about driving Mendeecees' car on Love and Hip Hop said, "You guys are dragging my family like stray dogs for please stop acting like my son did it alone." He lied, and these women are chasing likes because they know he had a wife and that my grandchildren will ultimately see this. Remember, the internet was at a loss for what to do, and half of them sympathized, while the other half responded, "Lady, your son did this, not Twitter." These kids were also exposed to this filth. Though Yandy's silence weighed more than any comment, Erica saw the tide turning and dropped her final grenade before the sun fell again, posting a blurry voice memo date. Mendeecees' voice was slurred, but clear. "If you ever cross me, I swear you'll regret it." Erica added just 2 sentences beneath the audio. "I guess I won." Television vans were parked outside the Harris home by Friday night, and reporters were hidden next to Yandy's favorite cafe, hoping to catch her out with a lawyer or maybe a new ringless hand. But nobody could. He played with my name for the last time. An inquisitive neighbor claimed to have overheard Yandy talking on the phone, while another neighbor recorded moving trucks loading items into a black Escalade. The video was clear. "Do you want him to be in his son's life now?" a live fan asked. At Erica's side, the other mother didn't even bat an eye. "He made his decision years ago, and now that my child has a real father, I just wanted you all to know the truth," she said in a stern voice while shaking her head. He bought a one-way ticket to Mendeecees. Some say he's going to hide away at a friend's condo in Miami that night, while others maintain he's preparing for a final TV sit-down to protect his reputation. But the speaker notes the secret after the burner phone. Child, the missing spouse, who will even pay attention. And right before the internet went into a frenzy, a fresh rumor surfaced, akin to an unsolicited pop-up advertisement, saying that another woman from 2017 is in. Someone sent out a direct message that read, "Wait till you all see my messages." This wasn't even close, he told me, but one thing was for sure. The truth has a remarkable ability to men's tried to hide behind tinted hotel windows and a prepaid burner, while the rest of the globe sat up all night making fresh deals. The tendency to spread when a liar's disguise comes off. No one trusted any stillness anymore. Not even Yandy's calm humming, Erica's calm smirk, or the new baby mama's sincere confession. Because screenshots were like digital battle trophies. Departing town because somewhere in that dark house with half-empty closets and kids talking behind bedroom doors, Yandy had completed being the model wife that everyone had watched on TV. Her relative, the same individual who first spilled half of this garbage, set another match on fire, and a faint voice note was captured behind a closed door in Yandy's. Tell him that he can now sign over all the accounts and leave the keys on the table if he wants my loyalty. I will never again battle over hush money, secret babies, or side chicks. Despite being low, my voice is as sharp as a blade. The internet exploded again, as if it hadn't been on fire for days when the cousin shared a grainy photo of Yandy's wedding. Ring sitting lonely on the bathroom within minutes. That little heartbreak bomb made the comment section quite pleased. although some fairy tales rot from the inside of the counter next to a torn-up caption for a family photo. No one could infer that wasn't the case. But Erica kept spinning the knife at the same time, repeating the cousin's account with her own caption. "I warned you, sis. He never deserved you to be so petty or protective." The story had captured everyone's attention, but none had foreseen the following twist. Using images of court clerks posing as real documents, a verified gossip blog revealed Mendeecees' lawyer requesting Yandy realized that the bank accounts would start to empty once he recruited a podcast host with more money. This led to a secret mediation meeting for family financial restructuring translation. As Energy Then Sense dug deeper, they found an old NDA draft from 3 years ago that, word for word, warned of legal consequences should particular personal connections ever come to light. During a TikTok duet, the host read it aloud with the caption, "Y'all still think this man was faithful?" Signed in Sloppy Penis's real name witness line blank. He gagged infant moms rather than raising children. People's sympathy for Yandy changed dramatically, and even those who had criticized her for remaining faithful to her spouse for so long suddenly came to her aid. Her page with lines of regret and heart-shaped emoticons, but she only shared her cousin's enigmatic prayers without posting anything else, not even a selfie. Meanwhile, while drinking wine on her terrace and recording a quick vlog, Erica doubled her petty points overnight. Sometimes peace costs your entire past, and other times it costs just a few hours. A baby blanket was folded neatly next to a stack of blurry test results, and in the background you could hear faint Atlanta traffic, and perhaps the echo of a woman, finally getting the last laugh at the candle. A second older woman without any filters or tears entered a haphazardly organized Facebook group and created a profile. At the same time, all of the unsavory information slowly seeped into the timeline. With the comment, "Should I reveal the receipts, or y'all want to keep calling me crazy too?" Named Truth Is Coming 24, she posted an old selfie she had with Mendeecees outside a car dealership. She immediately claimed that she received financial support for her child in 2016 as well, referencing a phony Instagram account where Mendeecees was listed and hush money birthday presents. No one could scroll past it as fans compared baby images. Some called her the last straw, while others called her a clout chaser. She liked every post but never commented. Mendeecees reportedly called Erica after realizing that hiding wouldn't stop this storm, which resulted in looping audio leaks and filled group conversations with, "Girl, take a look at this." "Please take that down," he texted the second baby mother. She left him on red and displayed a dark screen with 3 words, "I'll talk to you when I get back." Both calls ended up in voicemail. VH1 producers have thrown up their hands as it's too late. In a fan forum, an insider said that we were planning to reshoot scenes, but the damage is too serious to pretend to mend, and he might not even come to the reunion. Another production note was leaked. Erica is in charge. Give her a spin-off. Amid all of this, fans seem to have more faith in her receipts than in his. The next day, Yandy was spotted at her child's school after someone took a grainy photo of her walking into a lawyer's office with her sister and a large binder that fans called the Divorce Bible. "Yandy, is it really over?" said paparazzi wearing pickup, lined sunglasses and tight-lipped lips. She did not flinch or answer, just climbed inside the car. Meanwhile, like a ghost escaping her own story, Erica drove away after posting a final taunt with the caption, a boomerang of her clinking a glass against her mirror. "My content is what's done in the dark." Fans praised her, criticized her for cashing out, and begged for more content beneath it. He sent a letter on his iPhone with a black screen that read, "I've made mistakes, and I take responsibility for my actions." When she didn't reply, he tried a last-ditch PR stunt, choices, and in order to protect my family, I will do this in private. In less than 10 seconds, he disabled comments, but screenshots are permanently saved, and by sunset, the drag party had gone on without him. with Yandy praying she never betrays him and Erica being named the petty queen for playing the long game beautifully. Everyone had picked their side, and the others were simply waiting for the. Despite all of the memes, tweets, and crude TikTok sutures, one truth remained constant: men. They knew that there would never be a reunion meltdown because real life upended this fairy tale too profoundly to be produced for television. DC lost all he claimed to have. His wife left. He lost the Father of the Year title. His secrets were ripped away. And worst of all, it is now widely acknowledged that he was never in control. Not even over the family he boasted about protecting, not over Erica, nor over the truth. Due to Erica's possession of a half-hard disc of vibe. This story is far from over, so grab some popcorn and watch Yandy clutch the keys to every joint account they have ever flaunted on Instagram, along with receipts and a second baby mommy suggesting child support court dates. Prepare for the major revelation, which is happening in real time. Now that you know you've seen the receipts and heard about the leak, the next receipts might come from the most surprising place. The audios of the baby moms emerging from the shadows show that Yandy finally decided to stand up to the perfect lie she had been fed for years. He may use his sad iPhone to text and run notes, but the real question is, do you believe Erica is done now that the facts are out and the internet never forgets? Hurling bombs? Do you honestly believe Yandy will keep quiet forever? Or is this the beginning of a collapse that will demolish all of their fabricated stories and brand contracts together? So don't be surprised if another secret baby shows up, another audio message goes awry, or another Tuesday at 3 a.m. next month or week. Guess what happens when a muddy money trail shows up on your timeline? Before you click away, we'll be in the front row seats explaining everything to you louder and dirtier. To make sure you don't miss any, click the like and subscribe buttons if you're a true tea lover who wishes you would never drink. The subsequent receipts when they explode at midnight. Present your most compelling theory. Who do you think the remarks are directed at? To unveil Mendeecees' upcoming Erica, does the other woman have evidence? Or is it Yandy, recording her own private confession? I assure you that in private, you won't want to blink, as this narrative illustrates. The you shouldn't sleep since mess doesn't. I'll see you in the next bombshell. Stay petty, watch closely and take screenshots. All set to go.